Just like a sewing machine, a serger needs to be attended to for basic cleaning and a little oiling as well. The Singer ProFinish Serger is actually not hard to clean, but there's a few things to be aware of when you're cleaning. Plus, you are going to need to buy some sewing machine oil. So if this is not something that you normally oil your sewing machine, because there are brands out there that you don't oil, go to your local sewing machine store, pick up just a small thing of sewing machine oil. It is a lighter oil. And then if you have a brush you can use, or brush, this is great because this is like the Swiffer of sewing machine brushes. It's just going to come right on out. You will also, like a makeup brush, Q-tips. Those are great things to keep close by for cleaning a sewing machine or a serger. The one thing I don't want you to use is canned air. Please don't use that on any sewing machine or serger, because what's going to happen is it's just going to blow more of that lint into the machine further than it's actually going to pull it out. So right here where the knife is, that's the part that tends to get the lintiest. If you are sewing on fleece or fabrics that are very linty, you will notice that your serger will look that particular color that day. So once again, you're getting in, you can just take your brush and brush it out. There are also small vacuum cleaner attachments, great for vacuuming out small areas like this, that you can attach to your regular vacuum hose. So sucking out the lint, not blowing it in. So promise me that. We are going to also talk that after you've been using this for say a year or so, having it serviced by a local sewing machine store will make this last longer. So inside, behind all these magical covers, there are all metal working parts. That's something that they can help with, adjust, make sure everything is running smooth, and also lubricate everything behind here. So there is one place that you get to oil when you are using this machine, and it's right close by to the front. So after you get everything cleaned out, we are going to zoom in and I'm going to point to where you need to oil. You also can take this throat plate off with these 2 screws and clean out anything that is hanging out underneath this area. So just like your sewing machine where your feed dogs are pulling in, there's a lot of lint that will pile up underneath there as well. All right, so we are nice and close, so I'm going to point with my tweezers. As I move the hand wheel, you're going to notice that this particular shaft, number one, it's a little shiny, and as it moves, it actually goes through this collar area, and down below, it's kind of on a pivot point. So every time you take a stitch, that entire area has to travel up and down through this point. So all you need to do is just take and place a little of the oil right there. You can do it any place on that shiny part, and it's going to take it down and through that area. So don't be afraid to go ahead and give it a couple drops there, and then place another drop down there at the bottom pivot point. So pretty much anything that's going to be moving is where you need to put oil. So those two are ideal for the oil locations. And then again, next time you come in and you brush out all that lint which has been sitting on that oil is going to get pulled out with the lint. So put the oil back in. So kind of a constant, if you clean it, put a little drop there, and that will stay nice and smoothly running for every stitch you take. So don't forget, if you do have any major issues, something doesn't sound right, something's kind of clicking, the local sewing machine store that you have in your neighborhood will be happy and helpful for those particular situations.